End of an era for Jersey City now that Mayor Stephen Fulop announced he would not be running for a fourth term.
Mayor Fulop remains very popular with his constituents, which is raising a whole lot of questions about what his next move is going to be. And Mayor Stephen Fulop joining us this morning to discuss his political future. So good morning to you, Mr. Mayor. Good to see you. Uh-oh, are you muted? I think you're muted. Let's fix that. We're live.
Well, let's
There
fix
you
that. How's that?
are.
Is that better?
Important questions. We got important questions.
I said good morning and Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy New Year. So first and foremost, let's talk about, your term right now. You've enjoyed 3 successful terms as mayor of Jersey City. What led you to decide now is the time to go? A lot of people like to say, well, we're going to go out on top.
Look, it's been a good ride. It's been 10 years, have an opportunity to impact the city, and I think it's time to kind of pass the baton and talk about what's next, and it's as simple as that.
Yeah, well, people want to know what's next. Are you planning to leave politics for good? Does your future...
No, I've been pretty upfront that we're looking at the governor's race in 2025, and it takes some time. But New Jersey laws limit what you can say officially before you file paperwork, and then it triggers all sorts of campaign finance laws. So I got to be careful about how I position it. But I'm definitely looking at it, and I just got to go through the proper steps to make sure that it's something I could explore fully.
Yeah, so you've considered a run for governor in 2016. You're pretty much hinting at that that's exactly where you're going. I understand the campaign finance laws are tricky, right? And so you can't really answer if we'll see your name on the ballot. But let me ask you this. Why not do both? Why not could stay on as mayor while also running for governor?
I could, but the reality is that, I don't see the job as mayor here as a fallback position. If somebody decides that they're looking on to other things, then they should move forward with that plan and be committed to that. And with regards to kind of Jersey City, we've had an impact on the last 10 years. It's one of the best Renaissance stories in the country. And, after doing 2 or 3 terms, I think it's appropriate to let somebody else kind of be in the position to do their own thing and move the city in a different direction.
Yeah, well, then people all across the state are going to wonder, what are you going to bring to the table? So looking back on your 3 terms as mayor, what are your biggest accomplishments?
Well, look, I would say it's undeniable that Jersey City has been a success story. So it's the economic backbone of the state of New Jersey. We lead on virtually every economic front. We've been a leader on transportation, on education, on social services. Jersey City has really punched above its weight the last 10 years, and it's been a more and more desirable place to live. And I think anybody who lives in this region would recognize that. So, the Jersey City story is a strong one. I've had a lot of experience in local government and a lot of things that you could bring to other municipalities and statewide.
Yeah, and a lot of people look at what exactly you did at Jersey City and say, well, that could play in other areas, like you're saying, right? Like specifically the downtown area. You revitalized that whole area, that walking path. I forget the name of it, but we actually just shot a special there because it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of great things happening in Jersey City. I mean, we've started microtransit systems, protected bike lanes, we've expanded parks here. It really is a model on many fronts. It's not perfect, obviously, and there's still much more to do, but the city is certainly moving in the right direction. The last 10 years has been the strongest 10 years that the city has ever experienced, and I think it's largely because of the team that we have here. I can't take only the responsibility for that, but the team we have that I've assembled has been tremendous, and there are things that you could replicate for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is going to be a very broad question for you, but then what kind of changes do you want to see here in the state of New Jersey?
Yeah, I think that there's a real conversation around affordability and taxes, and I think that you see outward migration of people leaving New Jersey because of it's an expensive place to live. And I think you need to have people feel that they're getting more for their dollars and make it more affordable. And that's confronting some of the real challenges like we did in Jersey City and replicating that on the statewide.
Well, you sound like a candidate.
Look,
2 plus 2 equals 4.
And Dan, I'm not being cagey with you guys. I'm being as upfront as possible, and I'm saying, hey, these are the laws, and I'm leaning in this direction. I think a lot of people would get on here and say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing.
I appreciate the honesty.
Right? Yeah, try to be straightforward with you.
So let me ask you this, right? We'll probably see your name on a ballot, but what are your priorities right now until you officially announce, right? Because some people in Jersey City are saying, okay, well, he's looking towards the future, but we're still here right now and we still have some issues.
Oh, look, I mean, we have a lot of projects that we got to finish. We're building, Central Pompidou, which is the largest collection of modern art in Europe, is coming to Jersey City. We're renovating some theaters, public arts, more parks. Public safety, we had our best year last year, lowest homicide rate since records have been kept. We've Vision Zero, no fatalities on Jersey City streets with car crashes last year for the first time. So we've had a lot of projects that we've worked on. We've seen big progress. We just got to continue doing that and finishing what we started.
And how does your family feel about this? Your family, your friends, your constituents, how have they been responding to your decision to move on?
I think, you know, I come from a family that's immigrants and Holocaust survivors. And so my parents are proud and happy with whatever decision I decide. I mean, they've seen me change a lot over the years, from the Marine Corps to Goldman Sachs to public service. So they're proud. My wife, you know, she's not overly political, but she's supportive. And then I have 2 little kids, so they don't view it as anything. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. They just view it as, I mean, after this, I'm going to my 4-year-old's birthday party at school, and I'm doing that. Like, so that's the plan.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. For 2016, you know, you were doing it, and then you kind of backed out. What was different from 2016 to now?
Well, you know, look, in 2016, I had a fallback position, which was always being mayor, and I was in my first term of being mayor. There was a lot of push to get me to run and a lot of momentum that I created and others created, but ultimately I would have had to walk away from a job here that I committed to. I think that the circumstances today would be very, very different. And then the second part is, you know, if I decide to run for governor, it's not going to be based on what the political infrastructure or the political bosses in New Jersey decide. It's going to be based on the fact that I'm going to run on a platform regardless of what they think. And we'll have the resources if we do it, and we'll run a competitive race.
Well, you know, we always love having you on the air, and we hope that you will come back when you make that decision.
I will. I will. I'm always happy to be on there.
I was
Dan,
just, by the way,
congratulations on the changes in your life. Really happy for you.
Thank you. Could you tell from the bags under my eyes that I'm getting zero
Yeah, I
sleep?
can tell. I can tell.
But I was in Jersey City a couple weeks ago. Corda, Jersey City Heights, great restaurant.
Great. I live right there. It's great.